Chicago is growing, and we are becoming severely unsustainable. Ranked 20th for the most ozone polluted and for year-round particle pollution, our Lake Michigan has been hit harder during the last 4 years than it has been in the previous 2 decades combined. And 71% of the carbon emissions coming out of Chicago comes from heating, cooling, and operating buildings. Overall, statistics like these are a strong indicator of the systemic restructuring in current urban planning that needs to happen in Chicago. Sustainable urban planning is needed now more than ever.
In the past 3 decades, humans have caused greenhouse gas emissions to rise 70%, adding to the severity of climate change and the extreme weather events that will follow. Though there are many sources of these emissions, one of the largest are our buildings. Buildings currently produce around 1/3 of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide and consume 40% of all energy. Continuing to build so unsustainably will be disastrous for the environment and will more than double greenhouse gas emissions in the next 20 years. Greenhouse gases and other pollutants are released throughout the life cycle of a building. With most buildings relying on fossil fuels to power their life cycle, those emissions are multiplied by every building on Earth, resulting in enormous amounts of greenhouse gases. However, if there was a stronger focus on making current and future buildings more sustainable, then the energy used during this life cycle could be conserved and the emissions could be eliminated. Fortunately, making greener buildings is one of the most successful ways to reduce emissions and can be done in cost-effective ways that not only help the environment, but the economy and our society.
The Ross Barney architectural firm was founded in 1981. They've continuously created environment-friendly architecture. They have a strong belief that all citizens should have access to green spaces. Everything the Ross Barney architects work on is sustainable, and they use scientific research to improve their methods. Their portfolio includes the Chicago Riverwalk and the CTA Sir Mac McCormick Station on the Green Line. The Adrian Smith and Gordon Gill architectural firm is a newer company founded in 2006 by architects and designers from all disciplines. Their specialties are architecture, urban design, and interior design. This firm is committed to using the natural world around them to create new sustainable spaces. They look at daylight and wind power, for example, to figure out how green they can make their new projects. Their diverse portfolio includes the Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia and the Solar EV Dock in Chicago.
LEED certification is a sustainable standard that applies to buildings. It is necessary for cities to encourage all buildings to become LEED certified. LEED is an acronym for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. This organization is the largest third-party certification for green buildings. The goal is to keep buildings and companies accountable for their sustainable efforts in their city. Each building is certified by using measures that rank it on a certified, silver, gold, and platinum level. An example of a LEED certification building in the city of Chicago is the Richard J. Daley Center, which is certified silver. The Aqua Building was designed by Studio Gang Architects. The Aqua Building has one of Chicago's largest green roofs and is certified NC. Because of the building's unique architecture, it is bird-friendly.
Today's trends for green space building includes companies improving their existing built infrastructure. Company building owners and managers will invest an estimated $960 billion globally between now and 2023. Consumers are also willing to pay more for a product that is made by a sustainable company to the environment. This shows that workers who work for companies who are LEED certified have higher retention rates and have better recruitment.
Sustainable urban planning also involves the success of small-scale individual methods. Companies like Divvy Bikes help a densely populated area reduce its emissions and improve its air quality. Big belly trash compactors use solar energy to compact waste, which means the cans need to be emptied less frequently, cutting down vehicle emissions even further. A city can reduce plastic waste by installing Elkay EZH2O water fountains for reusable water bottles in public buildings. Some of these buildings can even keep from wasting any water by employing a gray water system, using rainwater and non-potable water for tasks that don't require drinking quality, such as watering plants and filling toilets. The city should incentivize these environmentally oriented businesses with tax credits and publicity to attract more of these types of companies to Chicago and reduce our emissions across the board.
With the expansion of rapidly growing sustainable practices that we've mentioned, and the implementation of new ones, sustainable urban planning has the capability to create cities that are clean, safe, and sustainable for everyone.